now visiting Serbia and near Belgrade and to visit this laboratory here, Analab, and because we found out that it's a very interesting and nice method that we can use to show that there's fake honey on the market.
Well, EIM, IRMS is an abbreviation for ethanol isotope measurement, isotope ratio mass spectrometry. Well, we started in 2009. Yeah, more, now it's 14 years, but now last 3 years it is accredited. Why we are using EIM pyro? Because our analyte is ethanol, and with EIM technique, this is a new technique for stable isotope ratio measurement. We are measuring relative ratio of hydrogen stable isotopes in ethanol. Ethanol can be the best possible biochemical marker which gives information about botanical origin. So to find out the sugar origin, we are actually converting sugar by alcoholic fermentation to ethanol, and then in ethanol we are analyzing relative ratio of deuterium and hydrogen atoms of non-exchangeable hydrogen stable isotopes in ethanol. So it means that we are analyzing relative ratio of deuterium and hydrogen on methyl and methylene group. So a methyl group will give us information about botanical origin of raw material from which this ethanol was produced, but methylene group will give us information about origin of water matrix in which ethanol was produced. So by EIM, by preparation of samples, different applications, we are blocking the first or the second site, and then if we are blocking the methylene site, we can see the differentiation, the difference on the methyl site, which will, if sugar or ethanol of different botanical origin was present, then it will be different than the authentic. We found out different clusters, different groups. So if it is authentic honey, it will be here in the center. And if you add sugar syrup, which is from C3 originating plants like beet or wheat or potato or rice or barley or all kinds of grains, then it will be more negative and to the right. If you add corn or sugar cane or sorghum, which are C4 based plants, then it will be more positive and to the left, but also carbon value, delta 13C, will be more positive. So in this case, in this way, we can differentiate between origin of sugar, which is in honey. Also, this graph here shows that it doesn't matter if it is feeding of bees or direct mixture of honey with sugar syrup. In this area, this is the study we did with feeding. So indirect adulteration of honey can also be detected as such. Last year we were, Analab was engaged in testing of honey samples from Serbian market. The Consumer Protection Organization from here, from Pančevo, local organization, they took the samples. from the biggest retailers in Pančevo, which means that it is like it can be it's like on a national level. All these retailers are in all major and smaller cities and towns in Serbia. So they took 25 samples from the market and they brought it here. We did the analysis. In 8 days we gave the results, and it showed that 88% of tested samples were actually not pure honeys, but in most cases mixtures of sugar syrup and honey. Well, according to this last comparison study by Indian, NMR method for honey authenticity testing had an agreement approximately 53%, and 53%, HRMS 80%, EIM 85%.
I'm very impressed what I've seen here. I've seen dedicated work for decades. 18 years I learned is in the business and developing this method, and it's accredited and also validated, standardized and so on. So it can be used and also for the work of the government, the authorities and the courts. And now we see and await if we can remove the fake honey from the shelves. So in the supermarkets, the consumers can buy only real honey from real beekeepers and real bees.